Yesterday, we got fantastic news for altcoins as the Federal Reserve finally, for the first time in 2025, decided it was time to cut rates. We had the first 25 basis point cut yesterday, and more are expected. Even though some people were acting like things were kind of crazy, things were a little hawkish, we told you in yesterday's live stream we thought everything would be bullish, and this morning as we're waking up, this afternoon, as you're watching this video, things appear to be going the right direction. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about a coin we tried to do a video on last week, but had some issues with YouTube. But let's give it a round number two. ONDO. What are the prices looking like for ONDO? People have been asking in chat, they're asking in Discord, they're asking over on X to give an ONDO update. And even though prices are a little bit different than when I shot this video last week, we'll give you another swing at it and let you know what to expect moving forward for ONDO price predictions. If you're excited about this video, go ahead right now and smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of our content coming out. Now, before I dive into ONDO, it's important to kind of take a look at what price action looks like overall, starting off with the biggest crypto, Bitcoin. You can see here, Bitcoin is back up over 117,000 after giving us a very slight scare. During the FOMC meeting, it dipped as low as 114,700. Several people, while we were live, were concerned that this would mean a massive crash would come for crypto prices shortly after. But instead, as you can see, Bitcoin went to new highs on this short little rally. Not new all-time highs, because of course those go all the way back up here to 124,500. But with liquidation still giving us a lot of targets to that upside, it's something I wouldn't be surprised if it happens very soon. Now, this video is about ONDO. So while the Bitcoin chart is important, that's not what I'm here to talk about. But before I get to the ONDO chart, I got to look at one more to stress the significance of what we see happening for altcoins overall, and therefore, what could ONDO do? While it is awesome to see that Bitcoin is rallying today, this chart, the Bitcoin Dominance, continues to trend to the downside. Even this past week, as some people were concerned about the recent rally on Bitcoin Dominance, you can see marked by this green line, all we ended up doing on Bitcoin Dominance was coming back up to the former support level, turning it into resistance, which is an extremely bearish thing for this chart. And now you can see price has continued to the downside. With this recent break to the downside being a bear flag pattern, we have estimated targets at 54.12% over the next couple of weeks or next couple of months. So what this means in a nutshell is that even though Bitcoin once again is moving to the upside and looking to make new all-time highs soon, as Bitcoin dominance drops, that means more money is flowing into altcoins than into Bitcoin itself. Now, something you've heard a lot about in the last couple of years, but it's heating up once again as institutions are looking to get their piece of pie in the crypto space, is what coins will be involved with tokenization. Another way of saying tokenization is real world asset coins. And the reason we're doing an ONDO update is because despite the fact that ONDO price action has not been very exciting in the recent months, it is still one of the most exciting real world asset plays in crypto. And with all of their relationships they're building, I am expecting a pop on ONDO to be coming very soon. With that said, as we look at the charts, you can see it has been a very long 2025. After an explosive rally in the fall of 24, with a price reaching all the way to $2.15 by December, it's been nothing but downward movement ever since. And unlike other altcoins, ONDO's not really that close to sniffing new all-time highs anytime soon. However, there still are some bullish things happening, and looking at some shorter term price predictions will tell us what to expect over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, and hey, maybe the next year or two if this bull run continues. Now, while the price has been boring, you do see that back in July, we made a bullish breakout above the resistance level of a falling wedge pattern. This gives us a shorter term target around $2.03 back up towards those all-time highs. What's even more interesting though, it looks like we're actually developing a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. You can see the left shoulder located right here, our head down with the lowest low, and then more recently, a higher right shoulder being formed. With the neckline sitting around $1.12 and the depth from that neckline down to the low of 62 cents, this gives us a breakout prediction for the coin if we were to make a big move to match that same breakout of the falling wedge pattern, get back up towards all-time highs in the world of $2.10. Now, while we're still a good ways away from getting back to new all-time highs, getting back above $2, there's another spot that I'm going to be interested in for shorter term traders that you should be keeping your eye on. Out on the weekly chart, the Luxago oscillator is giving us a slight buy signal. The more recent green reversal that came back way back in March should still be under effect, as we just now are getting positive money flow and another green dot, signaling that the next target for ONDO very well could be the smart trail back up in the world of around $1.35 to $1.52. So as I'm looking at a trading position here for ONDO, even though I'm already entered into a long myself, if I was looking for one today, I would look at two different targets for my take profit. One up here closer to 210 and another one here in the smart trail just to make sure I lock in profits overall. My stop loss would be just a little bit below recent lows here to make sure a liquidity grab doesn't end up getting me out of the trade. But that right there is how I would be setting this trade up right now. However, while that is maybe shorter term price predictions, meaning what could we see in the next couple of weeks, the next month and some change, where do we potentially see a couple months from now a big explosion on ONDO should altcoin season actually happen? For that analysis, I actually want to use the Fibonacci extension tool. Going from the highs we had back in December to the more recent lows of June, there's going to be two different levels that stand out to me that could be major resistance levels as ONDO gets to new all-time highs. The first one's going to be here in the range of $3 at the 1.272 mark on Fibonacci extension. This is a very key level. And even though there's another one that's very significant up towards $3.40, if we were to break through $3, I think the next place to watch is closer to $4.60 up at the golden pocket of extension. I've told you in previous videos that I think ONDO could get actually much closer to $10 to $20 by the end of this bull run due to a market cap evaluation. But when looking at the charts and focusing on maybe the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, I do believe $2 to $4 is a target to be looking for ONDO for all of my day traders out there. If you want to learn a whole lot more about trading and how to read the charts to know when to get in and when to get out, I encourage you, go check out the link down below for the Tim Warren Trading Group, where every single day, not only are myself and other pro traders doing live trading sessions, letting you know what we're seeing on the charts, we also have a whole academy where you can learn the basics of technical analysis for yourself. If you're tired of sitting on the sideline or you're tired of making simple mistakes in trading and need to further your education, there is no better place than to check out the Tim Warren Trading Group. Let me know in the comments down below, though, your thoughts on ONDO. Do you have different targets than what I'm finding? Let me know what your thoughts are about this coin and how high you think you can get in this bull run. On your way out, smash that like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.